I survived the castle? Oh my God. What is this place? Hello? Can someone help me, please? Hello? No! Morning, Lord, help me! Hello? Someone here? To get out of here. What is this place? Oh no, this is creepy. Oh my God. A tremble of the morning, Lord. Wow. Okay, I need to find a way out of here. Okay. Maybe this way. What? Isabel. Oh my God. Oh my God. Open. Oh my God, come on. They closed the gates. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, shit. Oh. Oh, too close. Oh. This place is cursed. Hello? Please, somebody. Okay. No. It's gone. Okay. There's a door. Won't open. Damn it. Hello? Please. Somebody. Oh my. No. I need to get out of here. Where? Okay, this way. Oh, no. It's a dead end. Did I tell you the story how I survived the castle? I didn't.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Untold Odysseys Curse of Strahd, episode 19.
Yay!
Yay! It's almost it's almost Dev's birthday. Yay!
Yay!
Yay! Dev's birthday. Yay!
Yay!
Boo Devi. What?
Boo Devi. What?
Boo Devi! Boo Devi!
Worst cleric ever.
Hold on. Where are we at?
I don't
Hold
know.
on. You ready? You ready for the show to
Best
begin?
cleric ever.
I hate that music.
Best cleric ever. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's that kind of circus in here.
Well, I guess the best cleric would be our Thursday night cleric.
I think rebooting it did the trick. It does sound a little poppily, but it's not cutting out at least.
I think the popular stuff is from the actual song,
Yeah, I think it's like a record player kind of thing.
because it used to do that before too.
Yeah, it meant to sound like a static off the vinyl.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's possible. That's possible. All right. Well, who wants to do the recap? Dev, it's almost your birthday. Why don't you do
Dev doesn't do recaps.
the recap? That's precisely why he should do the recap.
Dev
I
barely
do.
remembers what he's doing.
I'll do
I
it.
second the motion.
I'll do it. It's fine.
Thanks.
So we were on the road to Valakai, where we had just saved the blacksmith and the 3 children. They invited us to come back to Valakai with them so they could get us in, because Valakai is basically a fortress village where they have high walls and these long, like, lance-like things to reach over and poke and kill things, with lots of dead wolf heads outside. Basically, understanding our business made us agree to the rules of the town, and then we entered. Not allowed to say anything negative in the town, which is horseshit. I'm getting it out now. We went to the church where we were gonna stay the night, where we met with Father. What's his
Lucian.
name? What is it?
Father Lucian.
Lucian.
Yeah,
Talk
I
to
got it
him.
wrote down.
Nice.
At least
Talk
somebody's
to
taking
him.
notes.
And there's bones of basically the support element person of a deity who was there during their ascension. That's what we believe protects the village. And Arashi went down to the crypt to view the bones with him, where she found out that the bones are no longer there. They were stolen like a day or two ago. We tried to get some information about who might have taken it, where they might have taken it to, whatever. And we went upstairs for our slumber in the evening, where Irina had the unfortunate circumstance of finding out that I am a vampire.
Oh
so
no! Who told her that?
I remember that part now.
Yeah.
So I'm sleeping on a table in another room, while they all share the bedroom. And yeah, our plan was to wake up the following day and go a bunch of places and see a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
That sounds about right. Good job, Cappy.
Thanks,
Yeah,
buddy.
You
That's
get
your
some.
birthday present, Debbie.
You
Thanks.
you get yourself a free inspo. How about that?
He already has inspo.
I get double inspo.
Yeah, no,
Son
he
of
gets
a
double
bitch. That's fine.
because he rocked it. He rocked it. Without notes, he rocked it.
But you have
Goddamn
Arashi's
right.
notes up.
Steel trap. I don't have her notes up. That would have been a good idea, though.
You know, I hope she's watching right now, going, "I fucking hate these guys."
You know, I am completely okay with that.
That's all right. Her notes in actual
I'll pull it
the
over right now.
boundary stop after session 6. So
Yeah, she
Yeah.
has them in OneNote.
yeah,
Yeah,
she
she
put them
moved
all
them
in
over to
OneNote,
OneNote for
and
you guys.
I don't have the OneNote open. Oh, we should take notes for her. Fuck. Okay.
Fuck. Can we? We're viewers. We're not writers. We can't.
All right, then I'll take
You
notes
can just
in
do
her
it in a
journal.
notepad. I'd do it in mine, but
Yeah,
then
I'm
you
gonna-
see my fingers typing the whole time instead of my face.
I'll type in her notes section of of the thingy,
Yeah.
and she can copy
Squig
them over.
Squig says that he'll take notes. He didn't actually, but I see him in there. What's up,
Yep.
Squigs?
I mean, he is doing, emotes and channels, so he's taking notes. You're in charge.
Totally in charge, Squigs. It's totally
Thank you
you,
for
bro.
volunteering.
Voluntolding, the American way.
Yep.
You know, as a matter of fact, as we're doing this specific thing, you know, if only we were putting these VODs onto YouTube for anybody to watch and take whatever notes they
mean,
want later.
If only I uploaded them to YouTube every next day.
If only Dev did that for us every week. All right, so
Exclamation mark YouTube in the chat.
for those who haven't already figured it out, Arashi, aka Orange, will not be joining us this session. In fact, she has
Thanks, buddy.
asked Mr. Cappy to play her character for her. So he
She's
will
gonna
be
fall in love with every vampire.
yeah.
mean,
You know, I
that's
can't
already a
wait
thing,
to I
so
can't
you're
wait
good.
to charm the play with her again.
I'm just gonna say this. I'm glad I'm here in my state, not where she is. Because yeah,
It's nice and warm here, man. I walked out without shoes on today and everything, man. It was great.
It was only like 88 degrees outside down here today.
guys
I'm pretty
suck.
sure the north is getting screwed. Right?
Yes, we are.
Let's see.
The high was
Uh,
38, and there's like 6 inches of snow on
I
the
mean,
ground.
let me look see. Let me look see. It is
44.
66 degrees right now. With the sun down, it is 66 degrees still.
It's 46
It was glorious
here.
today. It
I ever
was
meet you
glorious.
in person,
73.
I'm going to pluck one of your mustache hairs.
It is 73 outside right now.
Debbie, you get one too.
I'm
in Texas.
I'm working
no,
on
sorry,
it.
75. 75.
I'm working
my
on
bad.
it. I want a silky beard, not a fluffy beard like some people. I want a beard that I can, you know whose beard that I would really like. I gotta try to remember the dude from Cap's channel, white and black. White and black beard.
Zero?
Yeah, bro. That dude had the most glorious beard I've ever seen in my entire life.
I know two guys that Zero and another guy who's a streamer that his looks a lot like it. Got the center white stripe.
Zero had the
My white
the-
stripe's over here on the
greatest
side.
beard.
Mine's over here
Mine
on
are
this
just
side.
sporadic gray hairs.
Mine aren't sporadic.
Legit. It's
Yep.
stripped out. Yep.
They're a little harder to see than Zero's were, but they're definitely in there. Like if you
Holy
actually
shit.
see it in real person, there's a
just-
shit ton.
I don't
just
have a
realized
stripe.
Every
I
single
have
one of us is bearded.
yeah.
That
I don't
happens.
have a
Wait, 90
stripe of white.
seconds.
I just have like covered in white. Actually, it's more like covered in steel gray. It's actually pretty cool.
We do have channel points if people want to use them. Get them while they're hot before they run out tonight.
I still have 19,000 channel points.
That's good. I can't use mine.
I have a
I mean, I can.
multiplier.
I mean, I
Yeah,
can
but you
use
probably
mine,
have
but
unlimited.
no, I have limited.
No,
You know, this is the only game you really can use them in. So
Yeah, no, it is. I mean, I can use them in my game and give it to the bad guys.
That seems glorious. Glorious.
I actually like that.
Glorious.
Oh no, the bad guys have 1d20 of inspiration.
So, on a side note, I made a decision. Hey, Cappy,
Yes.
remember that thing I said at level 5?
Yes.
Nah, it's happening now.
Yeah.
You're standing on hallowed ground.
You son of a bitch.
This is why it's starting to happen. You're not able to actually sleep very well, and you're sleeping on hollow ground. The beginning portions of this is starting to occur. You take that into account.
I mean, you're just fucked all around, aren't you?
Yeah, I got.
He knows what I'm talking about and why I'm talking about it that way.
now, question: because the bones aren't here, is it hallowed ground?
It is hollowed ground, but it is not like hollowed for the D&D hollowed
it's
ground
not
side.
okay. Not
Like it's
not
still a church, but it's not protected like the hollow from Hollow Spell would be.
okay. Sorry, Cappy. I tried.
Yeah.
At least no one's waking him up currently that way.
You know.
And it doesn't have to take full effect right away, right? Like I just want you to know that it's starting to happen. So it'll be kind of a slow roll.
Okay.
All right?
The other stuff that comes with that, yay or nay?
We can do a yay.
Yay?
We can do a yay. I'm not going to slow roll the bad stuff without giving you the good stuff.
All right.
All right?
All right.
All right. I'm turning it over to you guys as you know, Irina is currently screaming in bed and waking everyone up from her, her worst nightmare.
Hmm.
Do we
That-
technically have a long rest?
We
You
took
do
our long rest
technically
last
have a
time, I
long
thought.
rest. Remember that 2 of you are down 10 hit points from your original max.
3?
No,
Yeah,
10
shoot,
hit
3.
points.
3 of
No,
us?
there should be 3 of us.
Yes, there's 3 of you plus Irina.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
said 2 of us.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, 3 of you. Sorry. X, Samael, and Kami. And then Irina is
Mhm.
also being plagued.
Sorry,
Alright.
one more question. How do I take a long rest in Foundry?
For her, are you looking? Give me a second. Let me get into D&D Beyond.
I mean, I'll just take her.
No, that's fine. When it comes to those things, for everything else, you should be able to control, right? I will set it up to be able to track her health inside of here. Here's the view. There is a long rest for her. Which also unfortunately means that the temp hit points are gone.
Mhm.
So anybody that did have temp hit points, they have disappeared.
Okay.
So that should bring her back to 44.
Alrighty.
Yeah. You guys are some weak dudes right now, is all I'm saying.
I know what I want for my birthday. I want to be level 5.
Let's see what you do today, huh? Let's see how good you are at RP there, big man.
Yeah. Guess I'm level 4 for life.
It's your guys' go, bro.
I'm gonna go back to the room. Can you impose the game?
Oh, yes, I can. Sorry. There you go.
I just want to be able to see Arashi so I can click on her.
You should have control.
Yeah, I just can't. Without seeing her, I couldn't click on her.
Gotcha.
You try the square thing and making a square outside and selecting outside. You should be able to see the both tokens that way.
Yeah, I got everybody now.
Okay.
Ah, shit. So as Kami opens the door to come in the morning, you're gonna kind of see his face looking pale and shitty. He doesn't look like his normal kind of chipper self, but it's definitely looking like someone who's drained of like their blood.
Are you all right, Kami?
I feel like shit, but I mean, I'm all right, I guess.
Nightmares freaked you that bad, huh?
I think this curse is fucking me up.
I will agree with you on that one.
I'm gonna look over to Irina and say, "Good morning, Irina." and then step back in the hallway.
Ain't gonna say a word, bro. She's just gonna grab a hold of her knife and just be like, "Fuck this dude."
And then, it's okay, Irina. Tommy won't hurt you. I promise. This is gonna be fun.
I fucking love Cappy Arashi. Great.
We'll
I really
protect
hope that she
you,
is
I
watching right now.
promise.
Mm.
All right, team. What are we doing today?
I think you wanted to go do something today before we
Mm.
went anywhere with 2 other people.
You're right. I need to take 2 people downstairs to the crypt with me. The father said he would let us come down and kind of look around, so who would like to come with me?
Well, I'd like to have a conversation with Father.
I will go.
See if he
I'm
can
gonna go lay down.
do something about that.
So you're not gonna bring Tommy down there?
Nah,
Okay,
Tommy doesn't want to be here anymore.
that's fine. Sure, Tommy doesn't want to go outside.
He might be there when you get back. All right,
Oh,
so Sam, you're
yep.
coming.
Mm-hmm.
What did you want to do, Wiz?
I want to have a conversation with the Father.
Okay. Kane, does that mean you're coming?
Well, the father is guiding you guys down there, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm gonna say, bro, if you think the father isn't gonna be down there with you guys,
Well, then I guess.
You should take Wiz and Sam. Or X and Sam, sorry.
All right,
So
then let's go.
all right.
Irina,
So
are you gonna just hang out here today? I think it'd probably be best if you did.
I think I'm gonna stay in the church. Safe in the church. Safe in the church. Safe in the church.
Yes, yes. God will protect you. Yes, yes. Okay. Go.
So I'm gonna. Yep, that's a good spot to go. X, if you go right above. Well, hold on. I'm gonna put you all right here, and then I'm gonna hit this button right here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then I'm going to activate this new scene, leaving a certain individual up above for the time being. We will come back to you. Okay. As the three of you do actually walk downstairs, you are going to see the young Yeska basically cleaning some of the church supplies and whatnot, making himself a good little worker. One of the first things that you guys actually notice is there's no more people in here. They have all left for the morning. The only people still remaining are Yeska and Father Lucian.
Mm.
okay.
Hmm. All right. Well, good morning, Father.
Good morning. Good morning.
I trust that you slept well.
I will sleep later on today. For the time being, he kind of looks at you a little weird. I would hope that you guys realize that you kind of slept and took over his room, so he hasn't slept at all, bro.
Well, thank you for letting us have your room, Father.
Uh-huh.
It's greatly appreciated.
Yes, yes. You were able to help the children, so. Is there anything that I can do for you this morning?
Yeah, I know we talked yesterday, or yeah, last evening about revisiting the crypt to kind of investigate what's going on. So I brought 2 of our more inquisitive minds with me, to hopefully get a look down there and see if we can help figure this out to recover what's missing.
Yes, of course. I'm guessing the two of you are the ones who have been briefed on the current situation.
Yes.
Yes. Slightly.
All right. Come this way. Come this way. And if you guys will actually line the three of you right in front of him. I'll move you over. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna move you right here, Sam. And then I'm gonna hit that button. And then we're going down.
Whee!
All right. And there you are, my friends. Yes. Well. It it seems that the the boy upstairs may have told someone else about the bones, but
Actually, let me stand behind Father.
Did he mention who he told?
he just I tried to get out of him, but the more I pressed him, the more he seemed to clam up. You may have better luck with him than I did. He really doesn't want to get anybody in trouble.
Well, I mean, we're not interested in getting anybody in trouble. We're just interested in getting the bones back and, restoring this place to its holy sanctimoniousness.
Father, what's behind all these other doors down here?
Other crypts. I'm not sure you would have many reasons to go behind them, but if you think it'll help you out,
I want to see if I can tell if any of these other doorways have been disturbed.
give me a investigation check.
Let's go, motherfucker.
Let's go.
Nat 20.
Heck yeah.
Not a single other door has been touched out of all 6. Not a single one of them have been touched. They still have cobwebs that are kind of proof that has not happened. Dust still on the top of the door handles. Not a single one has actually been touched.
Great.
So, when exactly did you notice the bones missing?
Well, at least 2 days ago, I was able to come down here and, well, I was going to pray over the bones. You see, we have a rather disturbed child who works for us. And, well, I felt that I needed to be a little closer to the Holy Father. Well,
You said disturbed child? Who's the disturbed child that works for you?
well, he digs graves for us, but his sister is sick. And, well, he's been acting out as of recently.
What do you mean by sick?
She is taken ill, and unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any medicine around to be able to help with that.
Would she by any chance have a small doll?
Not that I am aware of. Milovich's Milovich's sister is quite poor, you see. He works here at the church digging graves and other things in exchange for food. They grew up in the orphanage, so
How long has he been working for you?
at least a couple of years now. Once he reached adulthood, he well, I say adulthood. At 16, the orphanage will normally kick you out, and, well, for at least the past 2 years, he's been working here to garner food for him and his sister.
So he's been an orphan. He was an orphan, him and his sister?
Yes.
And his sister's still at the orphanage?
Yes. Well,
Okay.
yes.
Well, it's like you froze or something.
Yeah, really.
Hey, he moved.
Holy crap. I mean, what?
Are you just not answering the question?
You asked. Did you guys not hear me?
No, we just heard well, and then I was
hear
like,
and then dead
well.
silence. It's like,
It's like, yes, and then, well,
And then
Yes, and then I said yes. Well, she's sick
Oh,
and
you,
has been kept in her own room, but
what kind of sickness does she have?
she has coughing fits. Every now and then she'll stare off into space. Just overall, she just seems to be getting worse and worse. She becomes paler. She started losing some of her hair.
Asthma can be a bitch.
yeah, but asthma
A-
doesn't cause you to lose
as
hair.
asthma.
Kidding. um,
Hmm.
I'm sorry to hear that, Father. I will do a prayer for her.
Thank you very much.
X, I believe you had some questions for the Father. I'm gonna go kind of look around.
Yes, Father. How are you at removing curses?
Curses? Well, I mean, technically, I guess it depends on the curse. Um, I can dispel some light magic. Uh, I can do lesser restorations. Um, maybe even
So,
cure some of your wounds. Um,
and I'll kind of reveal the mark on my forehead. How about something like this?
he's gonna kind of get a little bit closer. He is actually gonna investigate what you're doing. He is going to fail absolutely miserably.
Great.
I need to turn off the blind GM roll and make those public rolls.
dope.
As he rolls an absolute nat one, he's actually gonna reach up, and as he goes to touch it, you'll recoil. Oh, that's beyond me. Oh,
Great.
you may be able to ask others in town, but as you see, like he visibly shivers.
With knowing who, I know nothing about the clerical ways. With knowing who cast this on us, help make it go or remove it, um, or would that just not make any difference?
Well, there may be others in town who know more than I. The only piece that I may be able to offer you, if you go to the Abbey, and I'm trying to make absolutely certain that I know which Abbey this is. Give me a minute. I gotta make sure. Where the hell did the Abbey go? Hold on.
Over there.
It's literally called the Abbey, and I can't seem to find it.
Wow.
It's over there.
Curse.
While you're doing that, I'm going to investigate the altar.
So it is the Abbey of Saint Markovia.
That'd be Saint Markovia. Okay.
Saint Markovia. Markovia. Looks over
Beautiful
the
roll.
village. Looks over the last village, which is closer to you than Borovia is, but it's further west. The village of Krezik has an abbey that looms over the top. Basically, the village is built around the abbey itself.
And how do you spell Krisic?
Krezik, Krezk. Krezik.
Okay, I'm bad at taking notes. I'm done.
And Arashi was over here trying to investigate the crypt.
We
What
were
are you?
both trying to work together.
All right. And you got a
Together we make
13.
a 23.
We make it 23. Yeah.
Oh,
So
that works,
you
right?
got a
Oh, yeah.
13 here. So Arashi, having seen previously that there were some markings along the edge, um, neither one of you could really tell what or how or what was used to pry this open, but you guys can definitely tell that someone had actually pried this open, and it was definitely some kind of long flat-ish object that was used. It could have been a crowbar, could have been something else, but somebody didn't lift this thing off by any means. They had to use tools to do it.
Okay, let me have a look.
Father will kind of step
Let's
out of the way.
go.
That is much, much better. All right, X. It was
Yes.
100% not a crowbar unless a crowbar is like a foot across.
Okay.
It was definitely not a crowbar, but it definitely was a long, flat object that was able to do it. And you can tell this by the way that it was damaged. It all seems to be fairly damaged equally,
Mhm.
and goes all the way up. And you can kind of tell that someone had to maybe hit this thing a couple of times with it to get it wedged in there, and then was able to pry it up.
Like a shovel, maybe?
Could be.
Hmm.
Father, where does the boy who digs the graves, where does he keep his tool? Or does he take it home with him?
No, he normally keeps it here. He probably has it on him right now. He's digging another grave.
Okay.
You
Well,
uh
whatever pried this open was about a foot across. And they hit
let's
it a
see.
couple times and then pried it.
I give me an insight check. X.
Oh, great. Flat roll. Okay, that works.
16 to work. As you kind of as you're looking at him, you see him kind of shaking his head, kind of like he's on the same path that you're thinking of.
Okay.
I didn't want to believe it, but that wouldn't make a lot of sense.
Now, we're not saying he did it.
Yep.
We're just saying his tool could have been used to do this.
I understand what you're saying. I will tell you that Yeska does look up to the man. He does look up to Milovich. He probably would tell him. And he wouldn't want to get him in trouble. It wouldn't make a lot of sense, but I don't want to believe it.
Well, but how many people in town know how to use a shovel? Especially one that they know would be left here at the church. I mean, who built the walls? I'm sure those are dug in, maybe?
I will say it's very rare for Milovich to not be with his shovel.
Okay.
So you think Yeska told Milovich about the bones?
It is possible, but you would have to talk to Yeska. He would not tell me.
And there's no other way down here but with the key that you have on you at all times.
Not that I'm aware of.
Could you call Yeska down here?
No, let's.
I just
I
want to
could.
before we go back up, I want to like since there's a shit ton of spider webs down here.
Yep.
I want to see if there's any breezes or any movement of air that's not normal for a crypt.
Give me an investigation check.
I'll help him look.
Okay, you can do it with advantage.
Cool. 16.
16. So 16, what 16 is actually going to do for you as you're it's not a breeze that you feel. However, as you look up into the rafters trying to find something, you're just kind of trying to feel around, moving some of these cobwebs and whatnot, breaking some of them. You take a step forward and you hit a fresh patch of dirt. You know that this is a fresh patch of dirt because it's still got its coloring, which means it had to have come from somewhere, either below or above, but it's on top of the stones that lie on this floor. So as you look up, you will catch a broken piece of wood directly above you.
I want to try to poke it with something. Like
Nah, it's a good it's not
How high up?
it's probably a good 15 feet up. It's not super close. But you do notice that directly below this is where basically you're standing in the dirt. And if I were to kind of move you around, I would probably actually move you over here.
I'll ask the father to come over here and look up with me to see if he can pinpoint this outside or above us.
Well,
Like, where do you think this would be? Because this looks freshly broken and possibly could be the way that came in.
so this far, well, that should be, as he kind of points over to the crypt, that should be the entrance to the church, which would put us directly below the graves.
Are there any freshly dug graves in this area above us? Or freshly
Yes, actually,
churned grass?
2 days ago we had to bury one of the villagers.
Oh. Who was the villager?
Out of game, doesn't matter. In game, we'll call him Joe.
Sweet. All right. I would like to see Joe's grave. And the person that dug Joe's grave, which I'm assuming is your friend.
Milovich. Well, Milovich is digging another grave for his late wife,
Wow.
Jane.
Just turned,
We were talking about the kid digging the holes.
No. So you you want to see Joe's grave, right?
Yeah.
You want to talk to Milovich?
We're gonna probably get there, but I wanted to talk to the kid that dug the hole.
That's Milovich.
Yeah, the
Okay.
Jane, the wife that's dead,
Who's
is
currently
Joe's wife.
yes, Jane
okay.
is Joe's wife,
Yeah, it's
and
not
Milovich
Josh's
is currently
wife.
digging digging the grave right next to Joe's gravesite for Jane.
Okay.
yeah, he
Yeah,
had me
that
confused
got me
too.
at first too. I was like, wait a minute, Milovich is married?
Like,
Yeah,
wait,
I'm
this
like, wait a
kid,
second, he just got a.
oh, he just got out of the orphanage. He's already married. Jesus.
He's working quick.
That boy is quick.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's the other boy's name? Yasmin?
Yeska.
Yeska. Fuck.
Yeska. Yeska.
Father, did Yeska come from the same orphanage as Milovich, or
Yes.
are they around the same age?
Yeska is far younger.
Okay.
Yeska is approximately 11, while Milovich is almost 18.
Oh, okay. So does Yeska still live at the orphanage? He just comes here to...
She would know, and all of you guys would know. Yeska's the kid that you saw that was cleaning. He basically lives at the church. He's the one that's going to be priestly.
Yeah.
Or become the
That's
next
why
priest.
I wasn't sure if he was gonna, like, if at night he went home to
No, he stays
the
at the church.
orphanage or stayed at the church.
No, he stays at the church.
Okay.
Cool.
Where does Milovich live?
Milovich will live out in town. So he kind of lives out in town. Um, we'll call it like a little 1 bedroom, like shitty apartment hovel. Yeah. And basically spends all of his money on his sister, trying to keep her fed and happy.
Okay.
All right.
But he has recently started acting out. Is the best way for me to put it.
When did the acting out from Milovich started when his sister got sick?
Yes.
In what ways has he been acting out, Father?
Stealing food. I've caught him with his hand in the. What do you out of game? What do you call the like the
Donation plate.
donation
offering
box? Yeah.
Yeah, offering box.
Caught him stealing money from there. Caught him stealing food.
And this has all since been when his sister got sick?
Pretty much.
When was the last time you saw his sister?
It has been a little while. I hate to say that it's been a little while that I've been to the orphanage. My work is here, keeps me here most of the time. So it's been a little while, but a couple of weeks maybe.
Okay.
I think we know how or where
Yep.
someone got down here from.
We know what they took. We just need to figure out the who now.
The who and the where
Where is it?
to. Yeah, the who and where to. Yeah.
All right. Did you guys have any
So,
questions? Or
not for down here. I think I want to go up and look at the top of the grave.
I want to question Milovich.
Yeah, that sounds good idea.
Yeah.
So you guys headed back up?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
If you guys will
Father?
basically return to where you guys were so I can hit the button.
Father, would you be opposed to exhuming a grave?
Her having been a holy person, have read the Morning Lord's book, you're damn right she would. Like that would be something that she would know.
He wouldn't like. Okay.
Like that is a like I don't think that she would ask that knowing kind of since she read the book, she would know that that would be great offense. Let's put it that way.
Okay. Cool.
I'm trying to get you guys. Oh, there you go. All right. So again, you guys are gonna see the same. Activating this. There we go. You guys are gonna see the same thing kind of as previous, where the father is going to start to lock everything up. While this is happening, all right, I'm gonna move over to the other side real quick.
It's fine.
And then we will come right back. All right. So for my other two, okay. Kane, what are you doing? Kami, I know you were just kind of chillaxing, for lack of a better term, for a minute, trying probably to hide certain aspects.
Just trying to get his shit together.
Kane, what are you doing?
Yeah, at this point, after seeing how Kami came into the room looking the way he did, and my already being concerned about him, I'm probably just hanging out up here, just waiting, watching to see if he's okay. If he tries to come out, you know, probably also want to apologize to him for last night.
By all means, man, go ahead. Go ahead.
That's
You
all
guys got some
fucked
RP
up.
moments. You guys got some
Go ahead.
RP moments.
You'll just see
So.
Kami's laying down on the fucking table.
Hey, are you feeling okay, man?
Not really. I don't know what it is, but I mean, I had a nightmare last night, but I guess it was a nightmare, a dream. I don't know. I don't know how to take it, but I mean, I don't know. I just woke up today feeling terrible.
Well, I can say your nightmares, you weren't the only one.
You have one too?
I didn't, but several other people woke up during the night, including Irina screaming.
Ugh, this
Uh,
place sucks. Ugh, yeah,
that it does.
I don't know. I don't really know what's going on. It just like you ever feel like you're holding it together and just you're focusing so hard to hold everything in that little parts start to squeak out. You ever feel that way?
Not, not really.
Ugh, I feel like I'm being undone. Like I just feel like everything in me is unraveling slowly.
That's pretty rough.
Yeah, it kind of sucks, man. I don't know what it is, but just since we've pretty much been here, I just feel sick. Nothing's feeling quite the same. I don't know what it is.
Kane, give
I'm
me a
having
history check. Please make it. Okay.
I
Have you had enough of your food?
yeah, man. I had a whole bunch last night. Like it's not like I'm hungry. It's not like anything's out of whack there. It just like I can control everything fine. It just feels like I'm having difficulty. Like I mean, you guys have seen me in my other form. Like it feels like it's taking everything inside me to suppress that. And I'm
Perhaps,
failing slightly.
perhaps we should get out of the church, go for a walk.
What the hell does the church have to do with anything?
It is a holy place. One of the things in the monster pack was the holy symbol, so it may correlate somehow.
I mean, I'm down to try. We can we can take a walk or something. Just anything to kind of stop feeling this way, man.
Let's head outside. And I just wanted to say I'm sorry for letting your secret slip in front of Irina last night.
Ah, yeah.
It was a completely bonehead move.
That definitely sucked, but I mean, I've been trying to hide it for so long. It feels good to be out there, but I mean, it would have been found out another time, another way. So at least I don't have to hide it with her anymore. So I mean, a little victory, I guess.
So you guys are going for a walk?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess.
we're gonna head at least outside the church area.
All right. So I'm gonna have you guys do that while they're doing the investigation. Okay. So I'm gonna bring you down. We're not. They have not come back up yet at this time. Kami, as you start to step out, you kind of. I'm not saying that you don't still feel sick, right? But it's
Mhm.
almost like while you were in there, you felt like you wanted to throw up. But much like after you throw up, right, you kind of feel better. Like you still feel like shit, right, because you just
Yeah.
threw up. But you just feel a little bit better and things are becoming easier. That's kind of the feeling you get as you walk outside of the church. You're still feeling like crap, but it's getting easier.
Question: are there any mirrors in this church?
They're not.
Okay, good. All right. So, man, I mean, I don't feel good, but I feel a little better. And maybe your religion thing has something to do with it. I don't know. It doesn't feel. I still feel like shit, but maybe it's this curse. I don't know, man.
That could be. I don't know anything about that curse.
Well, none of us do. We got to get that sorted out. We can, but yeah, man. I mean, shit. I hope. I hope it's not. Something to do with churches, or I'm kind of screwed.
Yeah, it'll be rough.
What am I gonna do, man? Am I gonna like sleep in a tree the rest of my life? This is bullshit.
Perhaps we could get you a room at the inn, assuming they open it back up. I know it was rented out when we passed.
Well, doesn't one of those kids that work here live in town? Maybe I can go stay with him or something. I don't know.
It's possible we could ask him.
We'll see what we can find out in the errands we run today, I guess.
All right. So you guys just kind of staying on church grounds, but not in the church.
Yeah, we just kind of meandering around outside
Hanging
of
out
it.
here.
Yeah.
As just given your passive, as you guys are kind of walking around, a couple things that you're going to notice. You're going to see Milovich digging another grave. Now, one of the thing, give me a perception, both of you, please.
Natural one. I feel like
Let's
shit.
go.
You feel like shit. And a 12. You definitely see him digging more graves, man. And nothing, there doesn't seem to be a lot of graves, but there's definitely a few. As you guys are kind of just meandering around. Now, with that, we'll move back over to the previous group. Anybody can do anything that they want. You guys are all kind of back around together.
Before Sam goes and runs off.
Okay.
Fuck back.
He's trying to dip out, bro. He's trying to dip out.
I'm gonna go ask my kids some questions. Like, what the
All
fuck
right.
you doing?
So, do we want to just talk? Like, should we talk to both of them, or just our gravedigger Mekovich, whatever? Fuck.
Milovich.
Milovich, thank you.
I mean, it would probably be a great idea to talk to all of them, get all the information we can.
Well, yes. Yeah. Oh, that was names.
Yakovich?
No, the Y guy. He's still in
Yeska.
here.
Yes, yeah. Yeah.
We could go talk to Yeska and see if we can get any information out of him first before, possibly flinging accusations at Milovich.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. I did glaze over some information earlier. I know you said that he dug a grave 2 days ago and he's digging more graves today. Is this like all the time digging graves or what? Because I'm asking the priest.
Well, unfortunately, Joe hung himself, and without, well, it's kind of hard to be happy when when your husband kills himself. So she ended up taking her own life a couple days later.
Isn't the mayor trying to make this town happy?
He just kind of looks at you like, trying not to roll my eyes, so I'm just going to close them for a minute.
I see.
So he's doing a stellar job then.
He
She's
tries
you
his
might
best,
say.
but we
She's gonna
haven't
look
seen
at him, like,
sun
with
since
sarcasm.
before I was born.
All right. So do we want to go question Yeska?
I mean, he's here first. We could check with him, see what's going on. Since he would have been probably the first person to, he should be the only person to know about the crypt below us,
All right.
besides us.
Do we want to? How do we want to approach this? Like good
Gonna-
cop, bad cop.
I'm gonna
or-
pat you on the shoulder as I'm casting guidance on you and be like, "You're the talkative one. And you're way prettier than I am."
Okay then. I guess we'll try that. And she's gonna head over to Yeska.
I'm not gonna
And
follow like I'm not gonna directly follow because I don't want the kid to think that we're bullying up on him and attacking. Like, you know how kids get when adults like surround them quickly. Just gonna meander around the room, not going too far, but still being able to listen and keep an eye on him, just to like watch for tells or signs that I would assume he would be, you know, yeah.
Hey, you're the priest lady that stayed here last night, right?
yes, good morning, Yeska. May the morning lord be with you.
Yes. Hi.
Um, so are you aware of what's going on in the crypt?
Uh, um. Uh. Uh. That's kind of all you're getting out of this point. Just
It's okay. I
He
remain
wasn't
calm.
ready.
I just want to talk to you. No one's in trouble. I mean, we're just trying to figure out what happened.
um. I saw the crypt.
Yeah. And I mean, you're aware the bones that were down there were stolen, correct?
Bro, that boy's eyes go fucking wide. Boom!
So he didn't know.
He had no idea.
Well,
Uh,
I'll take that as a no. So, Yeska, it's very important that we figure out who took these bones. And you're not in trouble. Um, you know, idle tongues
I
tend
didn't
to
take them.
wag.
I didn't take them.
I'm not saying you did take them, but you knew the bones were down there, and I'm just wondering if there's anybody that you may have told
Um,
about the bones being down there.
he kind of looks down a little bit and kind of like kicks his foot back and forth, like.
I'm gonna take my hand and put it on his chin and have him look up at me. Be like, this isn't time to idly fret. We need answers.
Better give me a persuasion check. Mm.
Why I gave you that guidance, my dude.
Oh, good, it rolled. The first one, please.
The first one, please.
And that guidance on there, please, sir, just so we have it. Because it's only really good for now. Let's go.
24. Um. Yes. But he wouldn't take them either.
That's not, no one's in trouble or anything yet. Like, we're just trying to figure out who knew so we can figure out what happened. I'm not accusing anybody of stealing the bones. I mean, that would be very unholy of any of us, right? To make assumptions. I mean, you understand that. You're training to be a priest yourself. We would never make an accusation without any type of proof.
Um.
I'm just trying to get the details so I can better understand how to proceed with figuring out what happened. Because I'm sure you want, you know, those bones back safely in the crypt, don't you?
Yes. Um.
Mhm. So who did you tell?
Well, Milovich and I were just playing, and you know, I thought he might think it was cool.
Nah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
I, I,
Um,
I, I'm sorry. I know I wasn't supposed to, but you know, he's really cool, and we play together, and you know, uh, I'm sorry.
mistakes happen. I'm sure you understand the severity of what's going on now. And I hope you've learned an important lesson here of why some secrets need to remain exactly that, right?
Yeah, but he really he wouldn't take them. He's not like that.
Again, I'm not accusing him of taking them. Was there
Okay.
anybody else that you would have told about
Or
this?
or
Mm-mm,
nearby.
mm-mm.
Or was anybody around
He
when you
shakes his
told
head
him
no.
this?
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Okay. So you and the father were the only two who were supposed to know about this, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And you told Milovich.
He's one of us too.
Say again?
He's one of us too. He works here at
Okay.
the church. I was surprised he didn't know.
Did the father tell you you could tell him?
No,
Do you think that's something that you should just talk about?
no. Boy, you got this kid feeling bad right now.
Good.
Good.
He's about to go
That's
get
how
that.
you
He's about to
learn
go get that
lessons.
whip and start whipping himself, bro.
So what do you think you should do right now to atone for this?
Well, then I guess he is gonna go get the
I'm
start
not gonna
whipping
tell him to go
himself,
whip
bro.
himself. I'm not gonna go tell him to whip himself. Nope. Hey, stay right here, little fox.
He's dipping the out. He's going there. He's going straight back to Father Lucian.
I was gonna tell her to tell him, or tell him to tell Father Lucian what he did.
No, he's gonna go tell Father Lucian.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm gonna look over to X and nod him over.
All right.
All right. So Yeska definitely told Milovich about the bones. He swears up and down that he would never have. Oh, hi, Kane.
Hey.
Um, so we went down in the crypt. We found a busted board in the ceiling that kind of leads to a grave,
Yeah, it's off to behind me.
and it there was like a prying on the crypt that we believe would be not from like a crowbar, but something like a shovel. So we think maybe Milovich was the one who stole the bones. And Yeska just confirmed that he told Milovich about the bones being down there. So we're actually getting ready to head outside and question Milovich.
Where's Kami at?
He's right outside. He wasn't feeling too good and needed some fresh air.
Oh, well, let's go outside with him and see if he wants to join us to go ask and look around the graveyard some. I believe Milovich is out there digging a grave. As we're walking, I will also tell Arashi that maybe she might be able to sense a holy presence around Milovich, or if he had any handlings with her or it, there might be a residue left on him.
So I can
Um,
tell you that last night if you don't remember, the night before she used it, he was in the room.
yeah, I was gonna say I thought
Does-
you knew that
Doesn't
already.
doesn't mean he hasn't touched them recently, because he could have gone back to them and hung out with his sister to try to use those to heal his sister.
Get out of my head.
What?
Get out of my head. I was thinking the
Uh,
exact same thing.
All right. What the hell's that one? Does that detect good and evil?
divine sense.
Divine sense.
It's a channel divinity, I believe,
Oh, okay.
under actions.
You get 4 of them per long rest.
Yeah. 30 feet, you can feel the presence of
And since anything affected by the hollow spell or know the location of a celestial fiend undead within 60 feet.
There it is. I was just looking for it.
Is that what
There
you're
it
using?
is. Yep, she'll use divine sense.
As you go, you again, Arashi would expect that the church was under the effect of the hollow. It is not. It is still consecrated ground, but it is not hollow ground.
And nothing coming from
Nothing
Homie
coming
up
from
here.
Milovich.
No residues or anything.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm still not sensing anything. But
Okay, well, just keep it
we
up
go have a
if you can.
conversation with him.
Yep. I think we should. As we're walking up, I'm going to give you some more guidance.
Good morning, Milvich.
I'm not going to
Everybody
go.
with
I'm not going immediately up on him. I'm just going to look at the graves over here.
everybody with the exception of Kane and Kami, please give me perception checks.
I can't see shit. I'm looking at some gravestones.
Okay. So as you go to approach, as Arashi goes to approach Milovich just digging right on along.
Good morning, Milvich. How are you today?
As he kind of he'll kind of dig the shovel into the ground, wipe himself off a little bit. Can can I help you?
I was just coming to see if you needed any help.
I assure you, I've got this. It's not the first drug or grave I've had to dig.
I'm sure. Are there any other shovels around? I'd still enjoy just, having conversation and helping you out.
Not not that I'm aware of.
So that's the only shovel?
Yeah.
I want to try to reach to pick it up.
He's gonna put a hand on it again, like, bro, you're not taking my shovel. Like, this is my shovel.
Well, then do you mind if I just join you while you do this?
Holy people are weird. He just kind of
Yeah.
mutters it under his breath. Yeah,
It's
sure,
some
whatever,
fear
whatever enjoyment you're gonna get. And, as he just like reaches for the shovel again, and grabs another thing of dirt.
Is this the grave he's digging, or this the grave he's digging?
This is the one he's digging now.
So I'm gonna step over there, and while he's digging, like bow my head and put hands together, like doing a prayer. But while I'm doing the prayer, I want to look at the shovel to see if it's like a flat shovel that would kind of match the indentations on the crypt.
While he's doing that, I'm looking for the one that.
Hold on.
Okay.
That's going to be
Trying
more
to
of an
think.
investigation for this. So I'm going to give you a straight roll for investigation.
7.
7. I mean, it's a flat piece of metal.
Okay.
It's possible. All right, now what were you saying, Dev?
Which side was the other grave? Is it this side?
Yep, on his
Or
left
this
side.
side? Left side. Okay, I'm gonna walk over that way and look at that one.
Give me 1 sec.
Yeah, you do yours.
Do you, boo?
I would have asked her. I think I would have asked her. Is it okay if I step over graves, like on top of graves? Is that against the rules in the religion?
It's not against the rules.
Okay, cool. Because I'm gonna step on this grave.
It's gonna be a little difficult not to.
Step on the grave. Okay, cool. I'm gonna step on the grave just to see if it like shifts a lot with my weight.
Not a lot. No more
Okay.
than the other ground that you're currently walking on.
Okay. Just keep walking around and keep looking at other stuff. From this angle, I want to see if I can tell and investigate to see that that shovel makes more sense that it was that one or not.
I told you guys previously, I'm keeping it
Yeah.
that way. One set of
Okay.
rules. I'm keeping it that way. Not to tell you no. I just if I have all 5 people roll one after the next because somebody failed, it just kind of defeats the purpose of a roll.
Well, then I got nothing else to do until. Oh, he's back. Okay, good.
He's back.
I didn't notice he was back.
He's back.
God damn it! I don't know how I want to approach this.
So just so
It'd be
that
easier
you're
if it was
aware,
Kami, I'd hold a knife to his fucking throat, but I gotta play fucking.
I mean,
this
Kami's
happens-
around, bro. You don't
Yeah, but
have to
she
play
ain't
with
gonna
just
be okay
Arashi.
with-
Rashi ain't gonna be
Yeah.
okay
There's
with
an
that.
intimidation check too, bro. Like,
Rashi's not very intimidating.
So, Milovich,
Nice.
I was down in the crypt earlier, and
he's
part
gonna
of
look
being
up at you. You were down in the crypt.
Yeah, yeah. The father took me down there. And I noticed something very just disconcerting. The holy bones that protect this area, I couldn't sense them. Would you know why that is?
Maybe because we're in Barovia. He kind of gets that smart Alec, the smart Alec or Alec remark. You know, the place where people live and die and live in fear and just have to deal with fucking sickness and never being able to eat. Fuck this place. Fuck it.
So, have you ever been down in the crypt?
No. Why would I ever go
Well,
down there? And it just keeps
I
digging.
don't know. I just find it kind of interesting because I referenced holy bones, and only the father knows about them, and you didn't pay any attention to that at all, as if it was news to you. So it makes me believe.
He's gonna stop for just a second.
As he stops, I'm just gonna hand him some. I'm just gonna bring out a ration and open it up,
It makes me.
and then just hand it to him. You said you were hungry. Yeah. Oh, here you go.
Makes me believe you. You already knew the bones were down there. How would you know something like that?
I must have heard it somewhere. I don't know. I'm here at the church all the time.
It's a pretty well kept secret. Where?
Apparently not. Apparently you know about it. And you just got here. I'm sure this guy knows about it as he takes the ration.
I'm just gonna look at him and be like, what do I know about? I just heard you said you were hungry.
So, enough of the kind of beating around the bush here. I know you know.
Yeah,
Have
so
you told anyone?
you know what business that is of yours. Turns around. Just starts
of,
digging again, bro.
It's of pretty dire importance.
Why is that?
Well, I mean, you and your sister both live in this town, don't you?
What do you know about my sister?
I know your sister's sick, and I know you work hard to take care of her. And that's, sounds like a great brother to me. And I'm sure you do anything to protect her, right?
Yeah, and I don't know
Well,
any
I
brother
mean,
that wouldn't.
well, not all brothers are as good as you. Some, the removal, if they were to have gone missing those bones, I mean, that could lead to great consequences for this entire town. And I mean, your sister lives in this town.
What you?
Not from us.
Not from us. We mean you guys no harm. But like you said, this is Barovia, and those walls aren't built to keep people like us out. Those walls are built to keep bad things out. And if those bones were to have gone missing, there may be nothing keeping the bad stuff out now.
The only good thing that ever comes in here is the church. Maybe those bones went missing is for good reasons. Maybe teach fucking no priest always trying to say that all will be well. Well, all's not well, is it?
No, life is very rarely fair and does what we need it to. But just because one person's having a hard time doesn't mean everybody needs to suffer and die.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Big money, no whammy. Big money, no whammy.
All of the inspirations. All of the inspirations.
I'm gonna use my D8 of inspo and the bless
Give me the guidance.
Let's go.
guidance.
17, 18.
18.
18 will hit it.
Thanks.
Go.
9 was not going to hit it.
I know.
And 10 was not going to hit it either. Yeah, well, I'm not saying that I know anything, but maybe somebody paid some good money to maybe get some information. Maybe they paid some extra money to get their hands on 'em.
I'll pull
Just
out
saying,
a
something-
gold piece.
Something like that, maybe
What kind
worth
of,
something.
What kind of money? What amount of money do you think would like if it? Not saying it's you, but if if it were offered to you, what kind of money do you think would be enough to do something like that?
Enough to help us get out of Barovia.
How much is that?
Just kind of like looks around a little bit. Few gold pieces and some protection.
Hmm. No, that does sound about right, I guess. So, fuck.
I will flick the gold piece at him and say, "Heads up, kid."
Oh, he's gonna catch it. I don't know what that's for, but I'll take it.
Good faith.
It's just more than 6 months of salary around this place.
Oh, I bet. I have a question for you. If you were to get out of Barovia with your sister, and I know she's not feeling well, where would you go? Like, where would you take her to be taken care of, to get to be healed?
I don't know, somewhere outside of Barovia. I don't know.
Damn it! I'm trying to see if he knows somebody who can remove fucking curses.
Bro, this kid is fucking clueless. All that he knows is that he wants him and his sister out of fucking Barovia.
I would ask him about his sister, if that's okay, Cappy.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna ask him, like, can he tell us more about his sister's illness? We might be able to help a little bit. We've seen lots of things.
Yeah, well, there's a few people who've tried. I paid a couple healers. Paid a couple folks like yourself. They decided to just take the money. I even went to the Vistani outside of town. They didn't do a damn thing. They said
What
you
did they
couldn't help,
say
that
about it?
That it was natural, they said. Ain't nothing natural about a little girl dying, is there?
When did she start getting sick?
Been a couple years now.
Did she go? Did y'all go to any specific place before it started getting sick, or did it just naturally
Couldn't afford to
happen?
go anywhere.
I mean, playing outside, outside the city. I've heard that some of you guys know some ways out. Maybe. Not saying that you went outside or anything. Just asking.
No more than any other kids. He's not going to be able to recount any specific thing or that led to her being sick. I mean, overall in all, outside of game, basically, kind of what he's done at this point. He's told you flat out he's gone outside of the. There's a place called Yesterhill. Yesterhill is basically an encampment of Vistani.
Mm.
He went to go see them to try to get some medicine or something to be able to help because apparently they're unaffected by whatever the hell is happening to the rest of Barovia. He has no idea why. He's gone to healers. He's gone to multiple people, anybody who comes in town who may have any information. He spends all of his coin on miracle cures or whatever it may be, right? And he kind of goes on, and you guys will get the feeling that he's it's extremely hopeless at this point. Like he's gone to anybody who has any kind of knowledge or magic or whatever. He'll pay him anything that they want. He doesn't spend money on himself. He doesn't spend money. Like he's basically eating bread and water, trying to keep his sister happy, but spending any amount of money that he actually has on anything that'll happen. And out of game, she basically has cancer.
I was thinking.
So it's not a curse. It's not something that can be healed regularly. It is living tissue. It's just so unfortunately, out of game, there's no real way to be able to heal the woman.
So I'm terribly sorry for the struggle you and your sister are going through. Who would pay for the type of information we were discussing? Doesn't seem like something a townsperson would be interested in. So, who do you know that would be interested in that kind of thing?
He kind of just looks at you guys. It doesn't
Ask
matter.
if do you know anything about the person or persons staying at the inn?
Why would I have any knowledge on the people staying at the inn?
You're a kid. You get around, you ask questions. Maybe somebody knows something. Maybe you know something about people around here.
As far as I know, there's only one guy that showed up before you did. Some old guy in a carnival wagon. Apparently he's staying at the inn. And people go there, they get drunk. No place for me. I'm not getting drunk anytime soon. We got better things to spend my money on.
I'm not saying you do. You just seem like somebody that would ask about new people if you're still trying to find some way to help your sister.
The hell is a
You would be
carnival
in
guy
no.
gonna be able to help me with?
Well, you
I
would.
mean, that stupid monkey of his.
Carnival guys travel a lot. They see a lot. They may know more. They may have seen more.
Yeah, maybe I ask. Like in between, you can tell he's real arrogant and just doesn't want to talk about this shit. Like I'm playing him how he's supposed to be played.
Typical 18-year-old kid. Uh-huh.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm playing him
Deciding if
the
I
way
just
he's
wanna
meant to be
be-
played. I'm not trying to.
I'm trying to see if I want to just go straight for him and be like, "Hey, who paid you?"
Do what you gotta do, bro.
Hang on 1 second before you do that.
Hey, call me. Here's guidance. Fuck this kid up for a second.
Actually, no. I'm just gonna grab 10 gold out of my pocket. I'm gonna tell him, if there's any more information you can give us, this should be able to take care of your sister for a little bit. Food, water, and maybe even help you get some food for yourself. But if you would please let us know who you told, because we really do think that if those bones are not brought back here, more people are in danger than we know.
So he's gonna take the gold. So deduct that from your thing.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna turn around. He's gonna
And
start. He's gonna start.
and we're not saying you're in trouble.
Yeah. He's gonna
Okay.
turn around. He's gonna start digging. And I'm not
And you
saying
didn't
that I
tell
would.
us anything.
I'm not saying that I did anything. I'm not saying that anything happened. All I'm saying is the only person that I ever talked to was the coffin maker. And maybe he's interested in bones for some reason. I'm not saying that I did anything.
Would the coffin maker have any bones? Not beyond just, the ones he means for his coffins, new coffins.
Well, you'd have to ask Henrik, wouldn't you?
I'm just wasn't sure if you knew.
He may still have some bones. I don't know. He's got an interest in things like that. Hypothetically speaking, of course, as he just keeps digging.
Hypothetically speaking, of course.
I'll be right back.
What reason would a coffin maker have for bones?
Well, we don't really. I'm gonna look over at Arashi and be like, "Well, we don't really ask those questions when it comes to that kind of thing. It just,
Just wondering if if he knew about the purpose of it.
yeah. I'll just give you a wink. I'll give you a wink and be like, "This is probably not something this kid's gonna know for sure."
How would someone get in there? How would someone who, doesn't have the key to the crypt get in there?
I believe I'm just gonna step in real quick and be like, I believe there was more information given to us than just gonna whisper into her ear and be like, there's more information that was given to us than spoken aloud. Don't ask that question.
This kid ain't no fucking snitch.
And then I'm also gonna be like,
I'm gonna
snitches
make
get
him a
stitches.
fucking snitch.
Gonna also respond in her ear and be like, snitches get
You think you're
stitches.
fucking dead? Can you? You little shit?
Snitches get snitches, Arashi, so be careful.
I mean, I don't know what all that means, but okay.
We'll talk later.
Well, thank you for your time, Milovich. It's been very insightful, and may the Morning Lord be with you and your sister.
Yeah.
Bye.
As I walk away, I'd be like, we didn't have any conversations as we're leaving. Like, Arashi, I'm gonna be like, Arashi, what I meant by snitches get stitches this means if you tell people that you've done stuff and other people find out, you end up dead.
Oh.
So, and then the other question you were gonna ask about, if he had any bones or what he did with them. Usually, people that collect things don't tell the people they collect it from what they're doing with it.
Interesting. Okay then. Well, anyway, it seems like more than likely. Let's move away from here a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, we should probably head towards the coffin maker's place and down into the city. Just so we can see what's going on.
It sounds like Milovich may or may not have told the coffin maker about the crypt and the bones. And I don't know if he's the one who stole them or not, but it sounds like the coffin maker's the one who was inquiring about them, since we know he knew about it. So
Mhm.
I feel like we should probably head over there and figure out what happened with the coffin maker.
Sounds like a good idea. I would. How many more times can you do that whole sense thing?
Um,
3 more
I mean,
times.
I don't feel overly tired right now, so I mean, I could probably do it.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe we'll have you do that once we get outside the coffin makers, just to see if you can sense anything in that area
Okay.
before we go in and accuse things and ask questions.
Well,
And maybe we don't just go in there and straight up ask him questions. Maybe we sit outside and watch the place for a little bit to see who goes in and out.
I mean, Kami looks like he's about to die. So what if we say we need a coffin for his looming death because he looks like he's gonna die any day, and he wanted to pick out his own coffin?
I mean, we can go that way too. Do we know how much coffins are?
I don't, but we rich.
Well,
You're rich. Last I checked, you
Barovia,
guys
yeah,
are
you
pretty
are.
freaking broke right now, bro.
I have 180 gold. I'm pretty rich for
Araki's
Barovia.
got 484, bro.
I don't
Yeah.
remember where the hell you guys got all this money from.
I don't know where the hell you got
We
that money
so
from either.
I don't know, but we got it.
Oh,
The
Yeah.
starting
uh,
funds that
no,
like
no,
we
no.
just haven't spent.
It's also the selling of the crystals, I think.
Oh yeah, we sold all those crystals. That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we sold 5 pounds of amethyst because I still have 95 pounds. We could try to trade the amethyst.
All right, so that you guys are aware, you guys are over here. Okay. So
Okay.
this is where you guys are. Heading into town. There were a few places of interest, so I'm going to zoom out here a little bit, and I'm going to point a few of these out for you. All right. So first off, you don't really have a reason to go there currently, but here's St. Andrew's Orphanage. Okay. Let me just make absolutely certain here. Yep. Okay. So this was the Blue Water Inn that you guys had passed previously.
I need to go there. Meet this carnival dude.
Blinsky Toys. So you guys are unaware of this currently, but here's the basically the Burgomaster's mansion. This is the coffin maker shop over here.
Really odd that the coffin maker shop is so far away from the graveyard. They're usually like next to each other.
I'm just saying, I'm not the one who
Oh,
made
I know.
the map. I'm just looking at it.
I'm just speaking out loud here.
The town square is over here because you know the town square isn't in the center of the town or anything.
No, it's just next to the coffin maker's house. Yeah, whatever.
There is an apothecary up here. Okay. For those of you who want something to do with an apothecary, the stockyards are over here. Okay, that's also going to be where the general shop is, and then the blacksmith is right here, over here in the corner of town.
I think we need to go to the blacksmith, drop off some weapons to be silvered.
Mm-hmm.
He also said he could also make stuff out of that amethyst.
True.
That was one of the main draws to
I
come in
thought you
here.
guys sold all your amethysts.
No, we have like
No,
90.
I
We have
still
a shit
I still
ton.
have a shit ton.
We took a bunch out of that place.
Yeah, we had like
Remember,
100
I'm gonna have to
pounds.
go back.
100
stuff.
pounds
I'm gonna have to
stone
go
of it.
back and look to see how much you guys actually got for all that stuff.
We got 100-pound chunk, and I still have 95 pounds of it because we sold 5.
Not for 500 gold, you didn't.
No, I don't know.
Well, we got a lot for starting money, dude. Like I have 231 gold.
Yeah, I only have 100 and something, 165.
I got 130.
And he came in late.
Yeah.
He still got the starting guild you did.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He
I
came
don't-
in late, still has
Arashi-
130.
Arashi has 484. I mean, I don't know what's going on there. She's selling shit on the black market, but
Well, you know why you got lower gold than us? Because you be buying that blood, bro.
yeah, that's fair. You gotta find more of that. Anyway,
Mhm.
before we go to this guy, like,
Where
that's
was
pretty fucking
Blinsky's
important and
toys?
timely.
Blinsky's toys was right here.
Okay.
But like, it's timely and important. But so is getting rid of this curse.
Yeah, but silvering the weapons is probably going to be help us in the long run. Long run,
It won't help us if we're fucking dead.
you're probably not wrong. Uh, which way was that? That abbey?
Outside of town, like way outside of town to the west.
To the west. Okay.
That's not saying that nobody else in town would know anything, but
Yeah, we gotta figure out who would know something.
the people
father
that you
didn't
talk
know.
to, the only people he could think could help you out more than he could is people that are, basically who have an abbot, right? And the only abbot that he knows of is at the abbey. So the specific guy you
the-
talked about.
Would the inn have an idea?
No,
What about the Vishanti? Remember, the kid went to the Vishanti to try and get a cure for his sister. They know.
Where's the
that was
bazaar?
Yester Hill or whatever? Where
Yep,
the
they're
fuck
in the
is
Yester Hill.
Hill?
Outside of town.
How far?
We
He didn't say. He didn't ask.
yeah, we didn't ask.
Hey, kid, where the fuck is Yester?
So you
Yester Hill?
guys were leaving the church at least, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, Kami,
Yo.
you feeling a whole lot better, bro? Like it just seems to evaporate.
Guys, is the color back in my face?
Can I do a perception check?
No, it looks like the color's
It
returning
sure
back to his
does.
face. He looks like
Oh,
he's
It
doing
sure
pretty good.
does look like.
Huh. Fuck. I think you're right, Kane.
Wait, what?
So, I mean, this morning I was feeling like shit. I thought it was like the nightmare and dreams and shit, or just bad sleep or something. But Kane mentioned that in his monster pack, like there's holy symbols and stuff in there. So he thought maybe being at the church was what was making me not feel good.
The heck was
And
that?
Be clicking a button I didn't mean to.
Oh, okay. Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good. And now that we've left the church grounds, I feel totally fine.
Do you feel better than fine? Do you feel stronger than you did before?
I mean,
That could be different. Like, I don't know. This is
I don't know.
uncharted territory here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I feel sprightly for a man my age, I guess. I don't know.
We're gonna talk. I guess we'll be talking as we're walking down.
Where are we walking to?
Yeah, that's a good
Who's
question.
that?
I'm just saying we're walking to wherever we're walking to, but we're not just gonna stand here in the middle of the road talking about this.
X Kane, where do you think we should go?
Well, from the reading, I think we should still head to the coffin makers. From the reading I got, I'm really interested in meeting the guy at the inn.
The reading you got? Do you mean that?
Yeah, way back.
Army?
Yep, mine had to do with a man with a monkey. Sure sounds like the carnival dude.
Oh, well, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, then that's.
So I would definitely like to stop there and
Go
find
look
out
at
more
mine.
about this dude.
Do you know what you're looking for from this man with the monkey?
Not specifically, no.
I'm gonna look what the notes say on that real quick. What did Cheslight artifact was your tarot card?
Yeah, in our chat room. Chat.
Yeah, great connection between you and this card. Look for an entertaining man with a monkey. This man, much like you, is more than he appears.
Ooh, he might be a hunter. Outside of game, I'm saying that.
What do you think this man with a monkey will have for you?
Honestly, I don't know.
Go check
Okay.
him out on our way.
Yeah, lead the way, man.
So you
I'm
guys
Finally
go
looking
be
up to
able
for
to
the
see
inn.
if there's kind of on the
Yeah.
way. So,
There's all kinds of stuff on the way if you guys are going all the
oh,
way over to the blacksmith, bro. Literally, the entire town is on the way.
yeah.
So you tell me where exactly you want to go, where you want to go first, what you guys want to do. I will say the inn is there, but you know, if you guys are going there to go buy rooms and rest, right, that's probably more of a nightly thing. You guys are pretty much right in the early morning of the day still. So if you want to talk about time, you're looking about 9:30 in the morning right now. So you've got whatever it is that you guys want to do. You know, as it gets later, some of the places will start closing. It really just depends on what you guys want to do.
I don't know how anybody's health is, so before we make a decision, do you
Other
guys
than,
think you could
They
take
all had
another?
long they all had long rests according to their
Yeah,
thing,
but
but
do you guys think you
He's
could
got
take another day before we went to the Abbey? Left to go there.
the
I
Abbey's
would
kind of far off,
probably
bro.
get fucking
The Abbey's
murdered.
kind of far off. I'm not gonna lie. It's not exactly a hop, skip, and jump down the road, bro.
I literally have
Okay.
17 HP.
I have 16.
I have 20.
I think um this will be from Arashi. I think we have other options available to us in the curse within this town. We just have to exhaust them and kind of ask people. Because I don't know if we make it to the Abbey regardless with them, so I think our best shot might be here.
I say we go drop off some weapons to get them silvered. That way, if we do survive this, we have some sort of extra damage. And then we can check out the coffin guy on the way, or after we drop that off, and then head our way back to the inn. See what's
You
going
want to
on.
go to the coffin maker without weapons?
I didn't say we have to go in. We can go by and see if you sense anything on our way by.
Hey, we have plenty enough weapons to go around. We talked about that last night.
Fair.
We just won't have our main weapons.
Okay. Well then, yeah, whatever. Let's go.
Okay. Blacksmith away.
Blacksmith first.
Farthest out on the way back in to do other things because he'll take the longest time out of time with our weapons.
Yep.
Yeah, but I don't think there's a big difference between getting them to him at 9 in the morning and getting them to him at noon. When we don't know when man with the monkey how long he's gonna be at the inn.
You don't even know. You
Yeah,
don't
man,
even
we
know
might
if
wanna-
man with the monkey's at the end. He's
Yeah,
staying
okay,
there, but
so
you
yeah,
have no
let's
idea
let's
where
go to
he's
the
gonna
we can, yeah, let's
Better
go
to
to the
get
inn
breakfast.
first. Let's go to the inn first
Yeah.
on the way and get breakfast and then do that. Yeah,
You want to go to the?
I'm okay with that.
You want to go to the end first? You said.
Yeah, let's do that.
Give me a second. So we're gonna activate this here. I need to find. Give me a second.
Hey, it's a good thing you made this stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a nice looking inn.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting everything in this town isn't total shit. Like Barovia.
Apologies.
Outside of the blue water in here. All right. Da, 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 da. So, as gray smoke issues from the chimney of a large 2-story wooden building with a stone foundation, sagging tile roof, upon which several ravens are perched. A painted wooden sign hanging above the main entrance depicts a blue waterfall. You have reached the Blue Water Inn.
Yeah.
Conveniently located right in about the center. Okay.
On center.
And with that, if you give me 1 second, we will bring you inside.
Well, was there a big wagon still outside in the stable area?
There is not a big wagon outside.
Okay.
You guys still going in?
All right.
No.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
So as you guys walk in, the first thing that you're going to notice is the damp cloaks hanging from pegs in the entrance. The tavern is packed with tables and chairs with narrow paths meandering between them. A bar stretches along one wall under a balcony that can be reached by a wooden staircase that hugs the northern wall. Another balcony overhangs an entrance to the east. All the windows are fitted with thick shutters and crossbars. Lanterns hanging above the bar and resting on the tables bathe the room in a dull orange light and cast shadows upon the walls themselves, most of which are adorned with wolf heads mounted on wooden plaques. As you guys will walk in, so I've shown you what you've actually seen. And if you give me 1 second here, I will bring Arashi, Kane, Kami, Samael, and X. By all means, go ahead.
I have no vision. Did I read?
Yeah, you
Refresh.
should refresh because I put all your tokens in.
Walking in.
As you guys walk in, the woman behind the bar. Hey, welcome to the Blue Water Inn. What can I get you?
Hello, hello. I'm sorry. Hello, hello. How are you today?
I'm doing very well. I'm doing very well. What can I get you?
Well, we're arriving into town quite recently. We ended up staying last night in the church, and we were hoping we could get rooms if possible.
Yes, yes. Well, a bed for a night costs 1 Ethereum. If you're looking for something to eat, if you buy a bed, then we can give you hot wheat soup and fresh bread. That'll be no additional charge if you're buying yourselves a room. If you're looking to upgrade your meal, however, a cooked wolf steak will also be an Ethereum.
Ethereum?
Yeah.
Ethereum is 10 Ethereum to 1 gold, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna put a gold piece out and be like, oh, we'll take the room for the night and food.
With that, for the 5 of you, 1 gold. That'll bring you to 2 nights. Or
That
would you like
sounds
your
good.
change?
That sounds good. 2 nights.
Very well then. Well, in which case, give me 1 second. If you guys actually head back out upstairs, right in front there, you'll find the staircase on the eastern side of the building. If you come upstairs there, the door on the far edge will be 4 beds for the lady. You can go ahead and take either of the rooms on your left.
Thank you. Kami's gonna be looking around.
So
for-
As you look around, other than the woman, you will only see two other gentlemen sitting on the corner. Now, give me an insight check.
Just call me.
Just Kami. He's the one who says he's looking around.
Good.
10 plus
Alright.
my Devi gave me a fucking inspo.
Damn right I did.
Are you using
Okay.
inspo already?
13.
13. All right. With the 13, you're actually gonna look. You're gonna look over to the other side, and you're gonna see two men, each with bows or with bows sitting next to their table, carrying arrows on their back. They definitely look like a pair of hunters, if you had ever seen some. Granted, one of them has a great number of notches in his bow, and the other one is wearing thick wolf's hide on his back that seems to be different patches sewn together.
Do I see a monkey?
You do not see a monkey.
Where's Kane?
Kane disappeared. Kane likes to hide behind us.
Yeah, he's literally like up underneath of you guys. He keeps hiding
okay.
underneath of you guys.
Excuse me, barkeep. Have you could you tell me why the inn was rented out last night?
Yes. We had a bit of a family gathering.
Family gathering, huh? All right. Is it rude of me to ask whose family?
Mine, of course. Well, and my husband.
Oh, congratulations. I hope everything went well.
Everything always goes well. Erwin makes sure that everyone stays within line. I gather the drinks. Our kids go and fetch whatever may need to be done. It's a good time, but every now and then we like to just be able to relax. So we close down the inn, and well, last night was one of them. We had a few other family members come into town, and well,
Very good. I heard there was a carnival or an entertainer here. The man with a monkey or something of the sort.
ugh, the monkey. Ugh. Yeah, the monkey is no longer here.
Oh, they've already left?
No, well, I gotta make sure I say this name correctly. Rictavio is here. Well, he's not here currently, but he does rent a room here. But we told him he had to get rid of the monkey. Oof. Wretched thing, I tell you. Always trying to take shiny things.
I'd be very interested in meeting this man if it's all right. Could you tell me how long he plans to stay? Perhaps I'll meet him down here.
He leaves every morning. Heads to God knows where. He said he takes a couple of apples and a wolf steak, and well, he says that he's taking him to his good friend Blinsky. Yeah, well, Blinsky is taking the monkey. You see.
Ah.
Stupid wretched monkey.
Monkey been stealing from you?
He came in and he always wanted to run around, running all over things, trying to take things shiny. We told him he wasn't allowed to have the monkey as long as he stayed here. So, he gave it to Blinsky.
I see. Could you tell me how many nights he still has remaining on his ticket?
It's an open ticket. As far as I know, he has no plans on leaving. Fine with me.
All right.
We make as much money. He buys 2 wolf steaks per day. We make 3 Ethereum per day. And it's not a bad trade.
Thank you very much.
Ask about the Lenti or whatever the hell those people are.
The Vashani?
Yeah, ask about them people.
Excuse me, barkeep. Do you happen to know anything about the Vashani that are
Nah.
supposedly around town, outside
The
town?
Vistani.
Vistani.
Yes,
That's-
sir. What do you want to know?
I heard they were staying somewhere called Esther Hill, was it?
Yesterhill.
Yes, sir,
Yesterhill.
Hill. Yes, to the south. There is a group of Vistani down there, but word to the wise: stay away. Nothing good comes from those gypsies.
Yes, we've had a run-in with them ourselves. It wasn't none too pleasant before.
Yeah, then you know.
Could you tell me if they happen to cause any trouble for the town?
They're not allowed in the town.
I see. That's a good policy.
Yes.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Are you here for the festival?
Yeah, we're all greatly looking forward to the Festival of the Sun.
Yes, I'm sure. And if you stick around another week, I'm sure we'll have a festival after that. Mini festivals, which would normally be fine if we weren't running low on our wines, but you know. By the way, if you would like wine, we do have Purple Grape Mash. This number 3 wine for 3 copper. You can get the Superior Red Dragon Crush. That seems to be everyone's favorite, but that'll cost you a silver piece.
Made with
Uh,
real dragons?
No, I can't say that
Damn.
we've seen any dragons.
Perhaps later.
that's
It's a
good.
little early in the morning.
That's good to know there's no dragons around.
I have a question for you, ma'am. Do you know of any, like healers in the village, or like, magical people who can, care for others? I'm a holy person. I'm just interested in learning more about them.
Well, you may be able to visit the apothecary. They may have something for you. Other than that, I heard the blacksmith used to do traveling. He may know some areas around. He does seem to leave the town quite often. I don't know why a blacksmith should ever need to leave town, but to each their own.
Listen, no place.
Give me an insight check.
That one was Arashi, so.
Arashi would know it. Doesn't know exactly what it is that she's looking at, but she's talking to Arashi, but not exactly looking at her.
Who's she looking at?
Don't know. The apothecary there. You're gonna kind of hear from the 2 gentlemen who are currently sitting there. The only healing a man needs is wolf blood and wine.
Interesting.
Is the bartender blind?
I'm gonna.
Nope, she's not.
Tommy's
Okay.
gonna walk over to the table and be like, "Mind if I sit down with you, gents?"
They're gonna kind of look you over, look at the sword on his head. By all means, join us. Buy yourself a drink.
All right, I guess I will. One of the dragons, actually, 3 dragons' bloods for me and these 2 gentlemen over here.
Ha ha! As you're gonna see them knock back the rest of their the wine that they've got, as they are more than thrilled that you are buying them wine. And as this goes, she will bring you over a couple of the red dragon wines.
All right. So the only medicine someone needs is wolf blood and wine, you say, huh?
Is there anything else?
Uh, I don't know.
Hmm.
I find there are great many desires out there that can satiate someone.
Eh, you see these wolf heads as he kind of like points out like 4 or 5 of these.
Yeah.
That was 6 months ago. That was the leader of the pack, approximately a year. We found that one in a cave by itself. It was beautiful, so we kept its head. He starts like pointing them out as they go, and he starts just kind of recanting stories of them leaving town to go hunt wolves.
Interesting. So you guys are quite the accomplished hunters, huh?
We hunt wolves every now and then. We bring them back, and you'll hear the bartender behind, whose name, by the way, is Danica. So there you'll hear Danica actually speak out. Don't let them lie to you. They bring us quite a good deal on wolf meat. It's good eats. 1 Ethereum. It's good steak.
Do you guys hunt anything else? Or just wolves?
You can eat wolves, and wolves try to get into town. We protect the people. We make a little money on the side. I tell you what. You see, he kind of points to your sword there. If you ever want to go hunt wolves with us, it pays pretty well.
May just have to take you up on that.
25 goods a wolf head, or 25 gold a wolf head.
25 gold a wolf head. I'm gonna perk up a little bit.
Like, damn, we should have kept the wolf heads from last time.
So, you guys got the know-how on a lot of wolves around here, huh? Like where they congregate and things like that. Any that you might not be able to get to anytime soon?
As he kind of does that. Yevgeny, he thinks we can't get the wolves.
I don't question your ability. I mean, I just think, such esteemed huntsmen as yourselves probably have your hands full. We could take some of the load off you. I mean, I'd cut you in per head since you'd give me the information.
I'm saying if we told you where you could find a wolf pack, that you would go hunt them and we get the money out of it?
You don't get all the money out of it. I'm not crazy. What do I
Well,
look
of
like?
course
An
not.
idiot?
Of course not. But how much are we talking per wolf's head?
What sounds fair to you? Let's talk.
Roll me a persuasion check.
15.
15, huh? Maybe we say we take 10 gold for our information. You keep the other 15.
Oof. You're busting my balls here. You're busting my balls.
We've done
I
all
mean,
the
you're
we've done
giving-
all the tracking. All you had to do is go finish the job. I think that's pretty fair. We've done almost half the work.
Tracking's can be the easy part. Get the smell of blood and you can find anything. But
So you say. So you say. If it was that easy, everyone would do it. Yes. Yes.
no, not everybody has the skills that we have.
Not everyone has the skills of tracking as Yugami and I.
Tell you what, 5 gold finder's fee for the first one. If it comes out lucrative, the future we can renegotiate terms.
5 gold for our information. Are you insane?
Last time I checked, maybe.
I do like this guy. I tell you what. I like your style. Yes, you bought this drink. I gotta make sure I've got this right. Maybe we show you around. We see how well you do on those hunts. We hunt. We split the gold 50-50. We hunt together. We split the gold 50-50. You do well. Maybe we cut you in on a bigger deal later.
That sounds amenable to me. Um, let me see if the rest of the knuckleheads we all travel together. So let me see if they're interested. I'm just gonna turn around. Hey, you guys want to kill some wolves?
You see a thumbs up from me.
Is it pay decent?
I mean, it's 25 gold a wolf head, and we're gonna go with them, so we split 50-50. But then, entering kind of a business deal with them, maybe
Alright.
bigger, better hunts in the future.
All right.
As long as we can learn a thing or two.
Yeah,
We'll show you around. We'll show you all kinds of places. We'll be outside of the town, so we'll be your guides for as long as you want to do this, and as long as we are getting some wolves out of it. No better medicine, I'll tell you what. He's got the wine. Now we just need wolf's blood.
Are they night hunts or day hunts?
Oof. Never hunt at night. Never hunt at night.
I'm just gonna go. Yeah, Kane. Like I'm trying to get all chummy with them.
I was just curious, seeing if anybody had the balls to brave the night.
Hell no, these guys aren't going out at night. You fucking insane. As you will see another gentleman take a step out. Just kind of gonna give it a smile. As he will bring over 2 wolf steaks that they had ordered. These things look good, bro, and they smell even better.
Not interested.
He's gonna kind of smile. Welcome to the Blue Otter Inn. I'm Erwin. Back to cooking.
Nice to meet you, Erwin. You gents come here a lot? Like, this seems like your regular spot since kind of you bring the wolf meat, you get paid here. Is this kind of like just a place you guys chill?
It's a good deal. We get 20 for killing a wolf from the town. We sell the meat here to the lovely Danica. She throws an extra 5. She makes a bit of a profit selling it. It's a good day.
Nice. All right.
She cuts
Question
us.
for you guys.
She cuts us a deal for the steaks and the wine. No deals. I already told you that.
We'll work on her.
I told you I like your style.
Have you guys hear so much? You guys seen this dude with a monkey around?
Oh, the first night. Oh, it was terrible. That monkey came over and decided to try to take off with my arrows. Ugh.
That bastard.
Right. I don't know why anybody would ever want a monkey. You know what though? He's after that night, he gave the monkey to Blinsky, and well, he buys around every now and then, comes in, keeps to himself. Normally sits over in that corner over there, as he kind of points over here. Normally
So
sits
he-
over in the
he-
corner.
Here,
Odd
like,
little
every
fellow.
night?
He stays here. He leaves in the morning with a couple of apples and a wolf steak. Comes back. Spends most of the day either out in town. I would say there's a 50-50 chance of him coming back throughout the day. And then at night he leaves again with another few apples and a wolf steak. Comes back. Spends the night here. Repeats it. He's done it for at least a few weeks now.
All right. Nice. I appreciate the information. All right. Well, we got a couple errands to run around town, but we'll swing back with you guys to go on a hunt sometime here soon.
You do you. We're probably leaving, I would say, in about the next 2 hours. So if you happen to make it back, if not, we'll see you on the next one, eh?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, gents.
As he's going to kind of stand up. So it's actually the guy on the left that you've been talking with, right? So earlier you would have known that the guy on the right is Yevgeny, right? He doesn't really talk a whole lot, really at all. But the guy on the left, He's going to stand up, shake your hand. Soldar. Szoldar. Zoldar.
All right. Well, Zoldar and who?
Yevgeny. So Yevgeny is
Zoldar and Yevgeny.
Yevgeni. Yevgeny.
It's nice to meet you guys. I'm Kami. Dude over there with the funny looking mask. That's Sam.
Hi.
The dude with the bow, kind of like your guys. That's Kane. The chick with the shield. That's Arashi. And then that dragon looking dude. That's X.
Mm. It's been a while since we've seen someone like him.
Yeah, me too. But I'll tell you what, he's a hell of a guy to have around in a pinch.
I'll keep that in mind.
All right, have a good one, gents. Well, we got a job if we want to do it.
Wheat. If only we had time to not die.
Yep, that was my thought too. I think that's more pressing.
Yeah.
So you guys do have a room here, which means you have lodging for later tonight, and you're not out in town because the church was only one night. So
Oh, Kane. Those guys mentioned the dude with the monkey. Well, the monkey's not here, obviously, but he comes back pretty much every night, and like leaves early in the morning with apples and a steak. So I mean, I think we can circle back tonight when we come back and we're done with everything, and hit him up then if that's good with you.
Yeah, I found similar information from the bartender. I guess he goes and hangs out with Blinsky at
Oh yeah, they
Blinsky's
mentioned
Toys.
Blinsky.
Do we know who the fuck Blinsky is?
He owns Blinsky's Toys. He's the one responsible for the cursed doll and making likenesses of Irina.
That sounds fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we haven't met him yet, but
I'm not.
Okay.
moving on. Let's head
moving
out.
on to the next side.
All right, we'll give you one more place to go, and then we're probably going to call it for the night. Where would you like to go next?
I think we were stopping at the blacksmith's first before going to the coffin maker, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess so.
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
Give me 1 second. Copy for later. All right, let's go back to the town of Valakai. All right, so the town of Valakai, you guys are headed all the way over yonder, over to the blacksmith, correct?
Mm-hmm.
B.
So let's head to the blacksmith then. I'm going to activate in here. Technically, I have a map, but it's not really worth it for this particular case. So I think we're gonna just kind of theater of mind this one. There's a few things, but nothing too crazy, right? All right. So as you guys step in, let me find, where is he? Oh, come on. I know he was in here somewhere. There he is. Gilderin Bowhammer. We'll, Mr. Bowhammer himself. Character. Gilderin Bowhammer.
He's an ugly motherfucker.
Holy shit.
Hard at work. He's a dwarf, man. He's a dwarf.
He's an ugly dwarf.
But he is banging away at his.
Bet he is.
He's banging away at his forge here. As you guys all walk in, what do you say or do?
Greetings, Skillerin. It's nice to see you again.
Ah, yes, yes. as he will kind of try to wipe off the soot and shit from his hands, but you notice like it's not going anywhere because he's just covered in soot anyhow. Like he's just rubbing soot on top of soot. Yes. I would shake your hand, but I've been working the forge this morning.
Oh, don't let us disturb you too much if you have a piece you need to finish. But we're here about what we discussed the other day.
Yes. You said something about wanting to silver some swords. That seems to be a popular request these days.
It seems necessary if you go outside town.
I don't understand it myself, but sure.
Well, I'm pretty attached to these swords I have. I'm gonna show 'em my katanas and be like, but I feel like they're, maybe not as not allowing me to fulfill my potential. They're a little short, not as doesn't give me quite the range or power behind the swing that I'm looking to get. So I was wondering, do you have any larger swords or something you could shape like these and silver it?
How big are you looking to go?
I'm gonna look around the room. Like, does he have like a great sword or anything around? A two-handed sword, basically.
So he's got a longsword. If you're
Okay.
looking at a longsword, you're looking at a great sword.
Long sword's fine.
Well, no. I'm just making sure here. Looking at a couple different things. He will have a great sword. It may need a little bit of work, but that's going to be heavy and require two hands for sure. And then the last thing I want to see. He's got a rather, let's just say, something that catches your eye specifically.
Ooh.
All right. Now, this one, you see the long sword, you see the great sword, and then as you look a little bit past, you see something extremely long and almost hooked towards the end. It's not. It's almost as big as a great sword, but it's not as wide.
What the hell is that thing?
Yes. Well, that's just something I was working on way back when. I want to make sure that I actually.
Is this a scimitar?
Originally, we were looking to put it on the end of a pole, but the more I hit with it, the longer it got. I am calling it
It happens.
A what?
a naginata.
Naginata. Oh, okay.
Originally, it was supposed to be on a pole, but it was a little weird to use, so I shortened the pole down, and well, I elongated the blade a little.
Interesting.
It was just something I was toying with. I wouldn't touch it.
How much would something like that be? Silver. Of course.
You're interested in it?
I mean, looks like I could destroy some shit with it, so yeah, I'm kind of interested.
He's gonna kind of scratch a little. It's not exactly completed.
But yeah, I mean, you can complete it.
It may take some time.
I mean, you could technically test it, Kami, and see what needs to be improved.
Nah, I trust him.
So,
Just saying.
so out of game. If you were to take this thing as it is, okay,
Mm-hmm.
you are looking at basically the characteristics of a greatsword.
Okay.
Okay. If you were to ask him to try to finish this and maybe put the pole back on to have an actual Naginata, you would be looking at a 10-foot range as opposed to a 5-foot range. But it's going to cost more. This is a very customized item.
I'm gonna. Do you mind if I grab it?
By all means, sure, why not?
I'm gonna hold it, kind of look at it, kind of judge how I feel with it. Like,
It feels heavy, but for whatever reason, the longness for it doesn't seem to be. For whatever reason, your muscles twitch in just the right way, where it's not strength based for you. As you already know, you were able to use it kind of like you were your katana originally.
and I'm gonna like hold it in one hand and the other hand try to imagine like a staff almost on the end of it and be like, it needs the length. How much would it be for you to finish this?
Hey.
What
I
was
guess technically he's thinking about it.
that? Okay.
As is, you're probably looking about 50 gold. Hey, maybe another 50 to build the pole out if you wanted to add the pole. And then I can silver the tip and inlay some silver for you for approximately 100.
So I'm looking at 200 gold total.
You're looking at 200 gold total.
So if I were to be in possession of a rare gem, what would you? How could we kind of barter about this and kind of make a deal? Because I happen to have some amethyst. If you're interested in that.
What would a blacksmith want with amethyst?
Make some cool shit.
That would be a jeweler for sure. Not a jeweler. I assure you, I would hit that thing and it would shatter into 100 pieces.
What if you sold it?
What if you sold it?
Then I got it.
Do you know somebody that would buy it?
Is there a
in
jeweler
town?
in town who would buy it?
There's the general store at the stockyards, and there's a apothecary up north.
Ay. This apothecary. All right. Can somebody loan me like 50
Yes.
gold?
I will
and
give
will
you
put
the
back
money. I will give you the money, Cappy, and we can sell some amethyst and you can give it back to me.
All right. If you give me 50 gold, that'll leave me 15.
I was gonna say Arashi would love to.
I am not going to do that for Arashi.
Poor Rashi.
Sadly, I wish I could because Homegirl's got fucking stacks.
I'll be right back.
All right, 200 gold. I am down to clown. Would you sweeten the deal at all if I gave you one of my katanas in trade? Sharpen it every night. I keep it in the best condition I can.
They were rapiers outside of like.
Yeah,
It was a
yeah.
rapier, right?
Mhm.
It's not going to be much. I could maybe offer you 10 gold for it.
That's fine. I'll take that deal.
Very well. I will say it's going to be at least 2 days before I can finish the silver inlay for you.
That's fine. I will. I'll still have one of my katanas and this other shiny little sword in the meantime.
Ah, you have a silver short sword already. I see. I like your style.
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah.
All right. So he's going
He's
to
given to me by
buy.
my friend
Basically,
F.
he's going to buy the rapier for 10 gold from you, and then you are paying him 200 gold to finish his naginata, and lay it with silver.
Yep.
Very well then.
And that's it for him. Next.
X will walk up and pull his dagger off his belt. Simple dagger. How much would it be to silver this? And stick it back in.
So I'm just using the regular D&D rules, which say 100 gold flat is to silver.
Okay, I can't do that yet.
But yeah, that's so basically for him to finish it, like he bought the naginata the way it was, that was 50 gold. Finishing it was another 50, and then it was 100 to silver it. So I'm legitimately going through and just I had to look it up myself how much it actually cost.
Okay.
Can we table for Arashi? Because I'm sure she'd silver her longsword, but I don't know if she wants to give up her only longsword. So
Yeah, we'll table it for now. If I'll ask her at the beginning of next session if she's back.
okay.
I'll let her know kind of that.
Yep.
Okay. Looking around, does he have any like ranged equipment, bows and stuff?
He doesn't have a lot of bows for you to choose from. But what he does have is he does have a few arrowheads. A few of them even look like they've been better crafted than your normal standard arrowheads. But it's really up to you on what it is that you're looking for.
Um, yeah,
So
let's
let,
what does he have there
yeah, let
for
me
the arrowheads?
let me look up a couple of things you got, right? Um what do we have here? That is going to be a ridiculous. Yeah, that's going to be a ridiculous amount of money. You're not going to be able to afford that yet. He's not even going to offer. You're going to see like a set of two arrows that are sitting there. They outside of game, they are arrows of slaying.
Yeah.
Some are more focused on others. For example, both arrows of dragon slaying and arrows of blue dragon slaying are creatures belonging to the type race of group associated with the arrows of slaying take damage. Basically, DC 17, or they take an extra 60 10 of piercing damage. Like that is a very one-stop shop. This is going to be it. But I'm going to tell you out of game right now, you're not affording that currently.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
However, let me.
I'll take that as a javelin of sling, please, sir, and then I'll see you later.
Good luck with that. Let me see what we got here.
Do you have you have arrows of vampiric slaying around?
Kami's just going
Yeah, if it's not ranged stuff, I'm fine with my rapier and dagger.
Yeah, no, just give me a second here, boss. I'm All right. So, do you remember how much arrows cost normally?
No, I don't. I have the sheet somewhere.
Yeah, I just need to find it real quick.
something for like 20.
Yeah, it was like a bundle for 20, but I don't remember exactly how much it actually cost. Crafting arrows. No, that's not what I'm looking for.
Kami's broke as
Poisoner's
fuck
kit,
now.
brewing kit.
Yeah, owes some money.
Yeah, well,
It's fine. First time shit.
I'll bite you.
Maybe I
20
don't
okay,
have it anymore.
so 20 normal arrows are 1 gold. That's what it was. Okay. So, here's how we're going to do this. And I'm actually going to lower the cost, mainly because I gave Kami some good shit, and you're not getting a bow specifically. So I'm not going to make them cost as much as they normally probably should. Right? I'm getting some varied ones here. So you see a few of them. You see one that a couple arrows that instead of the normal piercing arrow, right? What you're actually looking at as you're looking at it, you see it goes up into the arrow shaft, and then it's just got a small fist on the end. Okay.
Oh, some wanted ones.
Yes, some he calls them hammerheads. Right? Basically, what they are is they do blunt damage versus piercing damage. Okay. Those are a little bit of a variant, so they do cost a little bit more. You have broadheads. Okay? They deal slashing damage as opposed to piercing damage. Then you have ones that, which it's kind of weird. It kind of, I don't know if you can kind of see this, right? The entire shaft goes in a corkscrew kind of way. They're completely made out of metal. It looks a little different. You have to ask him what it is. You see a couple with a open cage on the end with a wick.
Hmm.
You see a few versions of those. Okay.
Okay.
You see ones that I'm just kind of going down through here. You're really gonna like these, but these are gonna cost quite a bit. As you're kind of looking at, I like the little laugh, right? As you look into one, you see one with what looks to be liquid inside, and on the very tip in the back, you see a cross.
Holy but Jesus.
Yeah. How much are those? And I point to both the metal one with the swirl and the one with the cross.
I see you got an eye, my friend. Well, first off, he picks up the one that looks kind of like this, right? These were my first things to be able to fire things through water. What you're looking at is a set of corkscrews. More effectively traveling through water, as long as the arrow was fired from outside of the water, it ignores ranged weapon attacks underwater combat rules. Basically, you are harpooning fucking shit through water at this point. Those
Okay.
are 3 gold pieces for 20. Okay? Now, the other ones that you were looking at. Yes, these are my holy grail of arrows, my friend. Notice they shine with a slight brilliance when you hold them up to the light. I call these
Yes, I see.
holy arrows. On a hit, they will deal 1d8 radiant damage, and an evil aligned target must pass a DC 15 wisdom saving throw or become frightened of you for the next 10 rounds, or until the line of sight is broken.
Burn.
Those, however, for 5 will cost you 50 gold. So they are 10 gold per arrow.
Yup.
And how much for the ones with the wick? The cage.
The ones... Oh, you're talking about my fire arrows. Yes,
Yes.
those are 10 for 3 gold pieces. And they will deal an extra 1d4 fire damage with each hit, including regular damage. So regular damage plus 1d4. a 5.
Well, I'll pass. I'll pass on the harpooning ones, but I'll take a bundle of the fire ones, and I'll take your holy ones.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna give you. So you want? I'm gonna put this inside the Curse of Strahd here. So here, that is a bundle of the fire arrows. Okay. Those are 10 for 3 gold, and then you wanted the holy arrows. These are considered magical weapons. Well, the holy water is considered magical. And those are 5 for 50 gold.
All right.
He will also be able to offer you any one of the arrows that you've got for 10 gold. He can silver any one of these. Anything that he has in his whole shop, basically, or any arrow that he has. So basically, it'd be 100 gold for 10 silver arrows. But
Alright.
he can silver any ones that you have.
160 altogether.
This altogether, this would be 53 gold as we stand right now for 15 arrows.
Could you
Non-silvered.
silver 10 crossbow bolts for me?
I could, if you would like. That would be 100 gold, but yes, very much so.
I'll take the 10 silvered crossbow bolts, the holy arrows, and the fire arrows.
Very well. Go ahead and mark down 153 gold is what you are paying. You have the 10 fire arrows, the 5 holy arrows, and when you come back, he will have 10 silvered crossbow bolts for you.
Homie's making out like a bandit on us.
He's the
We're all
only
going to
blacksmith
benefit.
in town. The only reason he hasn't upped all of his prices for you, actually, is because you helped him save the children. Normally, everybody else has been basically gouging the shit out of you. He's not gouging you at all. He's giving you honest and fair prices.
About time somebody didn't fuck us.
Are those actual items in there, or are those custom arrows?
They are known as what is known as arrow variants. So they may be considered custom. You can
Okay.
just put them in some kind of notes for the time being. Remember, you have to track your arrows, and then if
I
you
do.
try to pick up any of these, we will have conversations on if that's even possible, depending on what's happening.
Yeah, okay.
Because like holy arrows, the vial of holy water is probably going to break depending on what it hits, right? So that's not really going to do well for you. And
Fire arrow is going to be a little bit crispy.
fire arrows are going to be a little difficult, right? Like, you know, if there's corkscrew arrows, yeah, you could probably pick them up, right? If you could get down in there, do it. Hammerhead arrows would be treated the regular way. Your silvered crossbows are going to be the normal arrow rules, right? So normal arrow rules are basically always you pick up half of whatever you fired.
Okay, I'm all set. Anybody else?
I'm good.
I'm good.
Nothing for X right now. Nothing for Dev. All right.
you want to silver your mace, Dev?
I don't even use the mace, bro. I literally have a +2 to hit with that thing.
Not worth the 100 gold.
No, not at all.
I will tell Arashi later on. There is another longsword there, right? It is for sale. The longsword is 25 gold, and it would be $100 to silver it, or 100 gold.
She's
to silver
gonna
it. So
she's
that's
gonna
basically
want to
one
do
point.
that.
I'm sure she probably is, but I'm gonna make sure when we come back that's probably what she's going to want to do. Okay.
Yep.
All right, gentlemen. That concludes tonight's session. I appreciate you guys coming to play. I tried to set you guys up with a little bit of an RP. You guys are definitely on the right track to be able to do stuff. So congratulations to y'all. And yeah, catch you guys next time.
You got some RP out of me, so can we have
I
a
did.
level?
Have a good
You
night,
cannot yet,
everybody.
but as so just to let you guys know, because I did tell Cappy earlier, what I have decided to do is you guys are going to level up per. There are certain things that you guys are doing that is going to give you a level. Now, with this, what is actually going to happen is I'm going to play it a little bit weird. I'm going to increase the total level possible of Curse of Strahd. Curse of Strahd is only meant to go to level 8, right? But as you guys hit specific things, I'm going to give you a level, and I will just manually increase the difficulty. So if you guys turn out to be level 20 when going to fight Curse of Strahd, or when you guys go to fight Strahd, he'll be ready for 5 adventurers at level 20, right? So I will inflate and kind of keep track, right, where we go to kind of keep things fun and even, right? Versus just right. You guys are getting wrecked or riggedy wrecked right now because there is a minimum. But we'll give you guys the ability to do stuff. So you guys came close, depending on where you guys had gone or what you guys had gone to do. I think one of you is currently on track. I won't say who. At least one of you is on track of doing a specific thing that will net you a level.
Okay.
Cool.
Whoever that may be. All right.
All right.
All right.
All right, gentlemen. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Appreciate whoever is still around. I don't know if anybody's actually watching. Nobody's ever says anything, so I highly doubt it. But we'll catch you next time. Bye.
right.
Have a good night.
Bye.